Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Oh, that's loud. Hey guys, Top Gears or Grand Tour stuff. You dig? Hi guys. Let's get right into it.
And since our lives depended on... And since our lives depended on not crashing, Jeremy and I secretly agreed that Hammond should never be allowed to drive it.
Is Hammond the worst driver?
Right, this is it.
Here we go. Yeah! Oh my God, it works!
Banner now.
It works! We're going along!
Where are they?
Our car is great.
Okay, GeoGuessr. It looks like they are in either the Central Asian steppe area, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, or they could be in the Central Plains of the U.S. That's my best guess. Okay.
The ride is good.
It's not bad, is it?
Genuinely brilliant. That looks a lot steeper from here than it did from back there.
It's a little hill.
Listen to it. It's like a 45-degree incline.
Axle tram.
Quite a lot of axle tram.
Yeah, quite bad.
Axle what?
Yeah, how?
Right, I think we should
Guys, what was that? They called it something.
Axle tram.
Axle tram?
Quite a lot of axle tram.
Quite bad. Axle tram.
Quite a lot of axle tram.
Quite bad.
Right, stop.
Yeah, how?
Right, I think we should get out.
Why should you get out?
I'm the only one who's driven John up hills, and I'm telling you, that's too steep.
Okay. You got it, you got it. Yeah! Come on, John.
Wow!
He's hopping up this hill like a
Yeah.
rabbit.
That is a remarkable sight!
What a machine you are, John.
It's almost like it's actually helping it go up, like the.
Good.
I wish I knew more about cars.
That's amazing.
John, the mountaineer of many places, has shaken his own brake pedal off, but has made it.
That's the first car ever to pogo up a hill. That is a fantastic car, Hammond. The Subaru is superb. It's not quite as fantastic as what I've brought, which is a Mitsubishi Evo.
Yes, and if you're on an actual rally special stage,
Blows my mind how many car companies are Japanese that I just didn't realize. What, isn't Honda one? Hyundai? Mitsubishi? Toyota? Like some of the big, like I swear, if you grew up in America, the only countries that you think make cars are Germany and Japan. And some American cars, but they usually aren't as good as the other countries.
or a racetrack, the Evo is
How is it that we have so much money and everything and great engineers, and yet we're like the worst at building cars? How does that make sense?
brilliant.
I'm sorry, I'm acting overly
Which
patriotic.
is a Mitsubishi Evo.
Yes, and if you're on an actual rally special stage or a racetrack, the Evo is brilliant.
I gotta say, guys, James May is my favorite.
Starting from the front, underneath there, the radiator is broken and is leaking. The oil cooler is mangled. This is the intercooler pipe. As you can see, the airflow through that is not going to be as the manufacturer intended.
No way.
Is this Apollo 13 music?
I am elated.
Hello. You should try driving over here. It's all flat.
Oh shit!
Is that a lake? It is.
Car's moving.
It's under tension now.
Car's moving. Oh, brake lights.
I don't believe that. They're doing something like a tractor's pulling it out and they're making it.
Car's moving.
It's under tension now.
Car's moving. Oh, brake lights. Like the brake lights just come on.
Electrics. Fusey.
Right, James,
Yeah.
your engine is out.
I wish they showed a full image of it because I'm skeptical that they actually did that. If not, if that is real, man, that was cool. Power of lever
Your engine is out.
or whatever.
Oh my god!
Yes. What a car.
That is extraordinary.
How the bloody hell is that possible?
It's fucking worth it, but it's here.
He's so happy.
Let me talk you through what I've done. There's a fair bit. Got a winch here mounted on a steel platform, and I have armor-plated steel running from the front to the back on the undersides. Headlamps, they're now from a motorcycle. I needed the space ordinarily taken up by the lights for the snorkels, which I fitted so the car can now wade through about 6 feet of water. Moving further back.
So the water, wow. So the water can still go into this grate and be fine?
About 6 feet of water. Moving further back, big chunky tyres, but the wheels are actually smaller. Now that meant the original brakes wouldn't fit, had to remove those, replace them with the brakes from a Golf GTI. Then I moved the brake and fuel lines inboard to give them extra protection and removed the air suspension, replaced it in fact with long travel shocks and steel coils.
You did all that in 2 days?
Well, it was that workshop. I don't know. It was just so well equipped.
It was well equipped.
So I was able to do, I think, a pretty thorough job.
I am genuinely impressed.
Life in the Bentley, however, was fine. I'm starting to really like this car. Now it's got a bit of mud on it, it's starting to look like an MFB. And in case you don't know what MFB is, it's what Samuel L. Jackson would call his Bentley if he had one.
A mother effing car?
Bloody hell. Yeah, this is quite bad now, I'll admit. Jackson would call his Bentley if he had one. Yeah, this is quite bad now, I'll admit. The MFB is through! Four-wheel drive, dragging me out of that
So mother effing Bentley?
one. How's it going in the Sherman?
It's just honestly, it's a walk in the park. What about you?
It's a bit squeaky, but it keeps going. This time, the men worked tirelessly for nearly a whole day to marry the two cars, and the result was spectacular.
Hybrid?
It's a car I have justified.
That looks kind of cool. Like, it's not nearly as ridiculous as I would have thought, combining those wheels and the suspension on that car, but that looks nice. I like that. I'd buy that.
Justifiably called the Excellent. The internal organs from a Land Rover Discovery mated to the beautiful skin of a glamorous Mercedes SL.
Okay, I can't.
To create a vision of pure... what's the word?
Rubbish.
It's not rubbish.
Did you paint it with a brush or a bucket?
It's got those headlights that swivel when you go around a bend, look, so that they point at the road.
Oh, God,
Okay.
the more you look at
Let
it.
me ask you this. Which would you rather have, the Excellent or that Porsche?
That Porsche.
Why?
Because it's better in every single way.
Except
To prove my cynical colleagues wrong, I invited them to go for a drive.
Oh, kind.
You see, it's an optional extra for the shorter gentleman. You comfy, Hammond?
No. No, is this
I'm like
as in as I
6'5",
can
guys.
get?
Yeah. Oh. Right, listen to this.
Oh, no, it moves.
I could sell this for 120,000.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, I could. A Cayenne Turbo is 120.
Like, a Cayenne Turbo is a proper car built by Porsche. This is two scrap cars glued together by a Muppet.
It isn't designed for people like you.
It is out. It is surpassed Tosser or Wanka or Muppet is my favorite British insult.
People
I
with
even
eyes.
use it now.
People who can dress themselves in the morning.
I'll tell you exactly who will buy this car.
People who use roundy-ended scissors.
Footballers.
No, they won't. Footballers like Ferraris.
Yeah, and Bentleys and Range Rovers and Aston Martins and all
Not
that.
this thing.
Chelsea, mate.
To prove them wrong again, I decided to head for the nearby Chelsea training ground. These are people who understand cars, not like you two.
Yeah, they understand cars. That's why they buy Range Rover Sports and Aston Martins.
They buy those things because they didn't know that you could do this. I like my car.
It's shit.
James and I turned our attention to his Fiat Panda.
I bought it from an English family who had bought a house in Tuscany. And this Pepe. Pepe the Panda. And they loved it. Now we're alone, viewers, let me tell you a little bit about my car. And I know some of you are thinking, oh, that's just a Fiat Panda, and they're in South America, they're bound to be going over difficult terrain, yes, yes, yes. But let me tell you this, what you need for serious off-roading is smallness and lightness. That's what I've got. This is a tiny car, it weighs 780 kilograms, a quarter of what Hammond's stupid monster truck weighs. It
Yeah,
has
but-
a four-wheel drive system made in Austria, very
It does have some suspension. I don't know car terms, all right. So if I'm talking about it's kind of high up the ground, right? So, but I think with off-roading, you'd want big wheels, wide wheels, or big wheels, grooved wheels, and a high suspension, and a big motor, four-wheel drive.
dependable. It does have inclinometers on it so that I can see when I'm about to fall over. And it's perfect. It all works. The fan, the cooling system, all the instruments. It's all perfect.
Could you give me a tow? Because I'm very close to coming out.
Well, we know
Yes,
that. You've
no,
brought a
that's-
Jeep. Oh, I see.
Every single time I open my mouth now, you've got some reference.
No, it's great. It's good. All friends.
With the rope hitched up, we were ready to go.
So
out.
I'll give you a small tug.
Was that a gentle tug?
There we go.
and
There's no
then
way.
It's down to you because I haven't got the weight to pull you, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! Exciting.
Wow.
Yes. Go on. A Fiat Panda.
Yes!
Yes!
I'm
Freddie Corey
impressed.
just pulled Freddie Mercury out.
It's a meeting of minds.
I'm genuinely impressed. I did not think that would work.
Let me just remind you that this is a small
Oh,
49.
who's the American brother? See, that's an American truck. I swear, I feel like I've been to Europe, driven on the roads. I didn't drive, my dad did, but highways are fine, but I feel like 50% of American cars just could not fit down 50% of European streets. I didn't realize just American cars are just like genuine. So you guys don't have like soccer moms with like the big excursion SUV, Yeah.
Let me just remind you that this is a small 49 horsepower, 1 litre utility hatchback. It is a humble car.
I have
And
no
yet that
reference for
humility is
horsepower to
actually
know
its
how
strength,
little.
Because it's done everything the other two cars
Hey,
have.
Connor, shut up. Sorry.
Is actually its strength because it's done, and yet that humility is actually its strength because it's done everything the other two cars have done. It's climbed the same mountains, it's driven along the same rutted tracks, it's forded the same small rivers. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it.
Brilliant. All right, later, Muppets. No, I love you guys. Hope you're doing well. I always love watching these. I will continue to these. This is one of the kind of content where, obviously, I care about the videos that get more views. Clearly, more subscribers and viewers want to see those videos, and a good amount of people do watch my reactions to Top Gear and Grand Tour stuff. But regardless, I would keep watching these ones. I just, they're really fun to me, and I want to learn more about car stuff. That's why. Like Formula One, kind of boring to me. Not as boring as like NASCAR, but like Rally and Isle of Man TT, love it. And I'm trying to learn more about, what is the difference between an 8-cylinder and a 4-cylinder engine, other than the fact that there are twice as many cylinders. I just mean like, and like how much horsepower is a lot of horsepower, and blah 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 blah. Terminology, part of the fun. Learning alongside you guys. Can't wait to see your comments, to answer some of my questions, which I think I had. And I'll see you guys next time, all right? Hope you're all doing well. If not, emotions are fickle, my friend. Look at me. Chin up. You'll be good soon. Don't worry. Bye, guys.